What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going on a solo riverbank fishing mission down below a dam on the Arkansas River. This is a spot that I haven't fished since the spring, and I'm hoping that there are some fish run up in here today. Fall is a great time to get below a spillway and fish. There's usually all sorts of bait fish and all sorts of different types of predator fish following them up in there and just smashing them. So today I'm going to be targeting just about everything that swims in the river. I've got my crappie box, I've got tubes, I've got grubs. I'm going to tie up a double jig rig. We're going to fire it out there and hopefully catch anything that swims. I don't really have a particular target species in mind, but of course crappie would be good, white bass, drum, sauger, striper, anything is good, and anything big is welcome on the end of my line also, like a big old nasty buffalo or giant paddlefish. I really don't care. It's what I'm saying. I'm just happy to be out here, happy to be fishing. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of crisp out here this morning. It's supposed to get kind of warm though midday. And we're just gonna give it a go and see what we can catch. I hope you guys are excited for today's episode. If you are, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get down there and let's catch some fish. All right, we just made it down to the river's edge, and we're gonna start off by fishing this current break. Right here, we have a lot of current flowing on the back side of it and on both other sides of it. So hopefully all the fish in this area will be relating to this current break and these rocks right here in front of us. Fingers crossed that is, and hopefully they keep coming to us all day long. And to target these guys, we have the double jig rig. I'm gonna start off by throwing a little swimming minnow on the bottom. We have a little crappie stinger on the top, and I also have a little bullet weight above the stinger just to give me a little bit of extra weight so I can cast a little bit further out, and so that the bait can sink down in the current a little bit faster. Hopefully we'll get some, hopefully get some big ones. Let's see how this plays out. I've got a good feeling about this. There we go, fish on. Fish on's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's how we want to start our day. I think it's a really nice fish. It's a really nice fish. Come here, big guy. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know what it is. I think it's a big old white bass. Get up here. Get up here. Dude, it's digging so hard. What is it? Oh, it's a big old white bass, baby. Big old white bass. Big old white bass. Come here, big guy. Yes. Yes. That is how we start the day right there, guys. Big old white bass. Bit the grub. It's like a 2-pound white bass. That dude is just thick, fat. That's what's up. Let's get him a hook. He was barely hooked too. Whew. That's awesome. All right, let's send him back. Let's see if we can get another one. We'll see you, big guy. Yes. There we go. What is that? What is that? It's a bass. Heck yeah. Second fish of the day is a little spotted bass. Not a monster, but it is another fish. And I didn't even feel him bite it. I just kind of lifted it up and I felt some weight. I didn't know if I was hung up on a rock or if I had a fish, but we have our second fish of the day. Tiny little spotted bass. Let's see if we can get a bigger one of those. That'd be cool. There we go. This might be another bass. Feels kind of small. It is. It's another little spotted bass. Same spot. He bit the top jig though. That might actually be, nah, it's a spotted bass. It might be a school little spotted bass down there. There we go. There we go. What is that? Oh, is that a crappie? It's a crappie. Get up here. How about that? How about that, guys? First crappie of the mission. Not a bad one, not a monster, but definitely not a bad one. Wasn't really expecting to catch any of these guys today, so this is very surprising. And hopefully we can catch some more of these. That is awesome. We've caught a white bass, some spotted bass, and now we've got a crappie. Getting all sorts of species out here today at the river. Ain't a bad fish at all, really. All right, if there's one, there's probably more. We'll send it back. Fish on. I think it's a, what is that? Hey, it's another crappie. First crappie was a white crappie, now we got a black crappie. About the same size, but he is just all just bruised up and mangly. Whirling him back. Fish. What is this? I think it's a crappie. It's a crappie. It's a crappie. Get up here. Okay, there's our third crappie of the day. Another little white crappie. That guy ate the little Roadrunner little slab stinger combo. Heck yeah, it's still not a monster fish, but not a bad one. Definitely a keeper, but we're not keeping any fish today, so we'll send this guy back. There we go. There we go. That's a big one. I don't know if it's a white bass. Oh my gosh, there's so many fish that just took off. What is that? Oh, it's a big old freaking drum. Big old drum. Stay out of those rocks, big guy. Holy smokes, that dude just crushed it. That's what we came here for. Big old drum. There was like so many shad that took off too. Like right after he bit it. Yes. Come here, big guy. Actually, I'll come to you. Current's kind of picking up a little bit. Whew. Oh my gosh, he's big. Oh. Look at the size of that drum, guys. That guy's big. He's got something weird going on with his butt. Look at that. He is definitely having some booty issues. That's a tank. That is a big old guy. And he ate the grub. Whew. Surprised I haven't caught one of these yet already. This is river fishing at its finest. We've caught crappie, white bass, spotted bass, drum. I don't think I'm missing out on anything yet, but there's so many more species out here that we could catch. The guy's big. All right, we're gonna send Mr. Blue Eyes back. Whew. Look at his butt though. Yeah. Oh, he's still going. There he goes. That's awesome. Let's catch another one of those guys. He bit it way out there. Feels like another little bass though. No? What is that? Hey, new species. How about that? We've got a baby striper, not to get confused with the white bass. This is a little striped bass. You can see how prominent those lateral dark lines are and more elongate this fish is. Man, I'd love to catch a big striper. I've seen a couple fish jump out there that I think are big striper, but that'd be really cool to catch a big one. I have not caught many striper in a while, so this is fun. Send it back. Let's see if we can get a bigger one of those guys. Oh my gosh, this is a fish. I just snagged something. Yeah, I think it's huge. Guys, I just snagged something and I think it's huge. He's just now starting to take off. I bet it's a drum. He don't feel that big, but he feels pretty big. Oh, he just came off. He just came off and I got another fish on here. What the heck?
It all works out.
I would have rather caught the big one.
Right?
He broke off my bottom jig. The big one broke off the bottom jig and this bass bait the top one. Dang. There we go. What are you? What are you? I think it's a white bass. Oh golly. Gotta be a white bass. He's fighting so hard. What are you? Oh yeah, another big old white bass. Looks like the first one we caught today. Maybe a little bit smaller than the first one we caught. But looks like a nice one. Real nice one. Get in the boat. Oh man, dude's thick. Dude is thick. Dude is thicker than a Snicker. Come here. I'm gonna lip you. Whew. Look at that. And as you can see, he has just completely swallowed that little grub. Man, that fish is beautiful. He's got like blue fins. Thing is clean, tall and clean. Look at that. That's what's up. That's what I'm after. Barely get my hand around him. He's not as big as the first one, but we love him anyways. Get back out there. Whew. Bumped it. This thing's shaking his head a lot. Might be a bass, but it might be a white bass too. It might be a smaller white bass. It's a little bit smaller sized white bass, but we ain't mad at him. Thought this fish was gonna be a little bit bigger than what he is, but I ain't mad at him. I'll catch these all day long. See you, guy. This is a good bump. Another good bite. He's coming up too. I think we got another white bass, but it feels heavy. Feels heavy. Feels heavy. Feels like another big white bass. We'll see him in a second. Could be a striper, but I'm thinking white bass. Yep, another nice white bass. They are loving that minnow grub. And I am loving the fight that I'm getting out of these guys today. Whew. The water's cool. These fish are like super charged up. They are happy to be alive out here. There's a bunch of bait fish and we are just getting them today. It's kind of slow. We're getting bit like every 5 or 6 minutes or so, but that's not that slow. It's not every cast, but it's just enough action to keep us here. Fantastic. Bye, big guy. Boom. Oh, he's going nuts. That's another drum. That's another drum. Get up in here, guy. Woo. There we go. There's our second drum of the day. Definitely a lot smaller than our first one, but still a fun fight. Would like to catch another big one like we did earlier. See ya. Ooh, what we got? What we got? Another white bass? Big guy? Big guy? Is it a big guy? Oh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Clobbered that minnow grub. We have just caught almost all of our fish today on that thing. Thing is so deadly. Come up here. I mean, that bait is gone down the hatch. Another nice white bass. It had been about 15 minutes since we had last had a bite, but then this guy decided to jump all over that swimming minnow. That is awesome. Beautiful white bass. We'll see you. I don't know what that guy is. He's kind of loaded up on it. It's a crappie. After going about 15 minutes without a fish, we've caught 2 fish back to back and 2 nice ones. Where you going, bud? Golly, the dude's fighting like crazy. It's a good one. Get on them rocks. Another nice white bass. Come here. I've lost count on how many white bass we've caught now, but this has just been so much fun catching these guys. They fight so hard, and this light tackle rod, it's just so much fun catching them, especially when they start dogging in the current. It's just incredible. See you, big guy. And I'm not sure if y'all could tell or not from the video, but I literally just stood down there in that same exact spot, casting to that same current break for 7 hours straight. 7 hours. That was a long time to be standing there fishing, and the fish just kept biting enough to keep me here. I kept waiting for that monster bite, which I think I had a couple of times, and they broke off, just got off, which was unfortunate, but I was happy that I did catch a bunch of nice fish today, a bunch of different species, white bass, largemouth, crappie, skipjack, drum. We basically caught everything that swims out here in the river besides paddlefish and catfish. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me on the riverbank today, catching all these fish. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future outdoor adventures. I'm Cole Harkin, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye, guys.